جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هداه جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور.
In my practice, I am seeing more and more people with narcissistic tendencies. Previously, the majority were men, but recently, women narcissists are on the rise. In a marriage, these tendencies can lead to a breakdown in communication and inevitably a feeling of dissension between the couple, and sometimes even a complete dissolution of the nikah. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect and caring, but narcissists aren't capable of true reciprocity in their relationships. It isn't just that they are not willing, they truly aren't able. They don't see you, they don't hear you, they don't recognize you as someone who exists outside of their own needs. Because of this, narcissists regularly violate the boundaries of others. What's more, they do so with an absolute sense of entitlement. And when the other spouse eventually finds the courage to stand up to them, the narcissist's claws come out. The narcissist will feel threatened and upset by your attempts to take control of your life. They are used to calling the shots. To compensate, they may step up their demands in other aspects of the relationship, distance themselves to punish you, or attempt to manipulate or charm you into giving up the new boundaries. It is up to you to stand firm.
ربي أيا غافرا رجوتك عفوا ولا لي سواه ودمع يسيل على.
In a hadith, it is stated, as part of a longer narration, "Woe unto the person in whose presence both parents or one of them attain old age, and through failure to serve them is not allowed to enter Jannah," narrated by Hakim. The hadith reverberates in Zayd's head as he rushes to the hospital. He feels guilty that he has not been around to serve his father since the move. He wishes that he had not given in to Tasneem and that he had insisted on taking both Dada Rashid and Aziza with him to Rosewood. Remorse floods through him as he realizes that he has adhered to the demands of his domineering wife and neglected his father in the process. He hopes that it is not too late to make amends.
Azzy, what happened? Oh, my arm.
Shh, Abba, it's going to be okay. You slipped and had a bad fall. Are you in pain?
My arm. It's feeling very heavy.
That's because the doctors had to operate on you and put you in a cast. Abba, when you fell, you broke your wrist.
I fell. Don't remember. How did we get here?
Alhamdulillah, Allah's infinite mercy. I had forgotten my fiqh kitab at home, so I came back to fetch it. When I got into the house, I saw you lying unconscious on the kitchen floor. So I called an ambulance and they rushed us to the hospital.
Did you tell Zayd?
Gee, he left work and he's on his way here. Oh, there's he coming through the door now. Zayd, we're over here.
Assalamu alaikum. Abba, how are you? What happened, Aziza? Abba, you had me so worried. I left work and rushed over here as soon as Aziza called. What happened, Abba?
I can't remember what happened. We were having breakfast, and I don't know what happened after that.
I'm so sorry. Abba, if only I had been there. If only we hadn't moved away from you.
This is taqdeer, Zayd. It is the will of Allah. Even if you had still been in South Pole, you could have been at work already. It was meant to happen. And it could have been so much worse.
Yes. You are right. I met the doctor as I was entering the ward. He said that Abba was very lucky not to have hit his head when Abba had fallen. A broken wrist can heal, inshallah. And Abba, he also said it's normal to forget the details that lead up to a trauma, especially since you haven't been conscious all the time. Are you in pain, Abba?
No, not really. But I can't move this arm.
They had to operate and put in a pin because the wrist was broken in 2 places. Abba, I know this is hard for you, but you're going to have to keep that cast on for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? How will I manage at home? I use my right hand for everything.
Don't worry, Abba. I'm going to take you and Aziza back to Rosewood with me. You can both stay with us until you are feeling better, Abba. And maybe even after. The house is huge. We'll be able to accommodate you easily, Abba.
Oh, no, Zaid. We can't inconvenience you and Tasneem like that.
Zaid, Abba and I will manage just fine. My exams are over and I can take off from madrasa for the next couple of days. We are on holiday from Wednesday, so I'll be able to see to Abba at home.
Don't be ridiculous. I can't expect you to take care of Abba all by yourself. Aziza, what if he needs help in the bathroom? And Abba, it's not an inconvenience. The kids will love having you. And Tasneem, well, she'll come around it eventually.
We don't want to upset Tasneem. Why don't you check with her first?
I left my phone at the office when I rushed here.
So, call her on my phone.
No, she's at her Pilates class this morning. Don't stress, Azzy. I'll take you and Abba home to collect your stuff and lock up the house. Then we'll go straight to Rosewood. Tasneem should be home by that time, inshallah. I'll tell her when we get there.
Zaid is torn when he sees his father, looking so old and frail, and he realizes now he has been neglecting him since they moved. He knows that Tasneem is going to be against the idea of having Dada Rashid and Aziza come to stay with them, so he makes excuses, not wanting to inform her in advance. For once, he will have to put his foot down and stand firm. He insists that his father and sister come with him to stay in Rosewood, and eventually, after much deliberation, they agree. That same Monday morning, while Zaid is at the hospital with his father and sister, Zinira is sitting with her 2 new friends at break, going through Tik Tok on their phones.
Z, let me show you this TikTok. You're gonna love it.
Ooh, is that one of the guys who makes TikTok videos where he's making fun of his parents?
Lol, yes. He's ultra cool.
What's cool about making fun of your parents? That's just childish. Duh, Z. Don't you think it's funny the way parents go on? I mean, it can be like super irritating when they nag, but sometimes they say the strangest things. They can be like really dumb.
Yes, lol. Especially when it comes to gadgets and techno stuff. This guy just encapsulates the tone spot on.
Oh, Tubi, when did you start using fancy lingo? Miss Hooper will be proud of you.
You're right. But seriously, Z, just have a look.
Alright, let me see.
The girls crowd around Toby's phone and watch a few videos of the guy making fun of his parents' inability to keep up with technology and social media. Zinira feels awkward at such blatant disrespect, but when she sees how much her new friends are enjoying it, she keeps quiet and doesn't object. Suddenly, just as the last video ends, a home decor feed appears on the screen. Zinira is horrified to realize that it is a video of her mother showcasing the latest trends in mirrors.
Tumi, I didn't know you follow all these old ladies on TikTok.
I'm redoing my bedroom, so I needed some ideas, and I found this funky auntie who reviews the latest decor trends.
Let me see. She looks familiar. I think I've seen her somewhere.
Ovs, you must have seen her on social media. She has an Instagram account as well. Her handle is Tested by Tess.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
Guys,
I've got to go.
What's the rush? Break only ends in 10 minutes. Don't you want to watch this auntie? I think she's awesome.
No, I need the bathroom. Catch you guys later.
Zinira makes a feeble excuse and heads off in the direction of the girls' bathroom. She cannot believe how embarrassed she felt at having to see her mother on TikTok, but she is relieved that her new friends do not know that Tasneem is her mother. How will she ever live it down when they do find out?
بأنك دائما مني ويمنح عمرنا دفئا أب بشعوره يغني وأم قربها جنة وقلب باذخ الحسن ويمنح عمرنا دفئا أب بشعوره.
Later that day, with the rain still lashing down, Zaid makes his way back home from Southville with his father and sister. Dada Rashid is exhausted after his ordeal, and he dozes off in the car. Zaid mistakenly left his phone at the office when he rushed off to the hospital, so he has not yet had a chance to tell Tasneem about Dada Rashid's fall, nor to inform her of his father and sister coming to stay. Tasneem is at their home in Rosewood with Anisa, standing on a ladder, making a short skit on hanging curtains, and she does not hear her husband come in. Zaid walks in through the door and is shocked to see his wife in a turban, her face covered in makeup, gazing provocatively into the phone camera that Anisa is holding up.
Zaid, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at the office?
What the hell are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing, Zaid? Making a deco video, obviously.
Dressed like that, in a turban, with your neck all open. And why are you wearing all that makeup?
I just realized that I have to go back to the office. Guess I'll see you. Salams.
Don't shout, Zaid. See, now you even scared Anisa away. Listen, I have to look good in the videos. Otherwise I won't get enough followers. And the design company won't pay me.
But we don't need the money. You haven't worked for years. And I certainly don't want you to start right now. Why? Why are you doing this?
You said things are tight. So I'm trying to help you out. How else am I supposed to get money to buy all the things I need for the house?
You mean all the things you want? I said money is tight for luxuries. I'm managing the necessities just fine. I think you're just doing this so that you can become noticed in the social media world. I want you to stop making this videos, Tasneem.
Since when do you tell me what I can and can't do, Zaid? Anyway, it's too late for that now. I've already signed a contract.
Zaid? Abba's awake in the car.
Aziza, what are you doing here? And what do you mean? Dada Rashid is in the car? Zaid, what's going on?
Abba had a fall this morning and broke his wrist. He had to have the arm operated on. So I brought him and Aziza here to stay until he recovers.
And you couldn't even call to tell me this? I mean, they're coming to my house. The least you could do is inform me.
Calm down, Tasneem. I had left my phone at the office when I rushed to the hospital, when Aziza had called me this morning.
Zaid, it's fine if Tasneem doesn't want us here. You can take us back home. We'll find a way to manage.
Don't be ridiculous. Aziza, I brought you all the way here. Abba is my father too, and I'd like to look after him too.
I never said you can't stay, Aziza. I just think Zaid should have called me so that I could get things ready beforehand.
There's nothing to get ready. Abba will stay in the spare room, and Aziza can sleep with one of the girls.
And what happens to your father when you go to work, Zaid? Who's going to see to him then?
I'm going to be on holiday from this week, so I'll see to Abba during the day. Is it fine with you, Tasneem, us staying over?
Well, I suppose I don't have a choice now that you're already here. I'll get Nora to help make the beds.
Tasneem gives in, although not very gracefully, as she realizes that there is no way that she can send her injured father-in-law back to Southville. By allowing Zaid to let his father and sister stay over, she knows she can manipulate her husband into giving in to certain other demands that she has. She also knows that the attention will be diverted away from the inappropriate videos that she has been caught making. Zaid is relieved that she has not made a big fuss about it, as he had expected. But he knows that he will have to pay penance for it in the long run.
ويمنح عمرنا